I'm Todd Grisham, and how about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? Brooklyn Hall. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Sergio. It's the... What a pleasure it is to be... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Clean left jab. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Well done with that counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Relax. And now you...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice job to block that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punchers are the best.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Forget about that round.
Nice round, good round. I like it. I'm happy.
And there's the bell to start round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Nice counter shot. Counter punch. Where did that come from? Down she goes. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Shot from the gut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Defense is not an option for these two. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Beautiful counter punch. The Mexican monster's in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Catch and shoot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That jab misses. Missing with the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Let him back into this. I like that round.
There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice work to block that right uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Talk about Martinez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Just go back out there.
And there's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. How about that time counter shot? The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They exchange punches. very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Missing with the hook. And he misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Martinez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
Get your mind back on the track.
And there's the bell for round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.